Hey guys, welcome into Rover Sports here, and I wanted to first talk about Georgia today, the number one team in college football. What Kirby Smart has done in this second year has been nothing short of unbelievable. I mean, the linebackers on this team, Roquan Smith, Lorenzo Carter, Davin Bellamy, these guys are all going to be drafted in the first 3 rounds of the NFL. These guys are incredible. They're so fast. They're so well coached. And Kirby Smart would get the Coach of the Year if there ever was one in college. You know, ironically, Mark Richt will be on that list as well. But you just look at UGA, and you can't run on them because Atkins, Ledbetter, just too much to run on them. So then you try to throw on them, and you have to go against Sanders, Parrish, Aaron Davis. Just, you can't throw on DeAndre Baker either. I mean, he's fantastic at breaking up plays. He used to be a weak link of this defense last year because he was smaller. But you just look at UGA, they really rallied to the football at a tremendous level. Ledbetter, Atkins, and Trent Thompson. That's another guy I was thinking of. The defense is just one of the best I've ever seen, and it's the best in the country. I mean, looking at Alabama, even Darius Geis was able to run the ball out at stupid LSU Wildcat offense. I think the SEC championship game is actually going to be pretty good. I think that Terry Godwin is going to have to make tons of plays on whoever they put Anthony Averett on him or Fitzpatrick if he comes back. They'll probably line up Ronnie Harrison and Shadow. Javon Wims or Terry Godwin. So Godwin is the difference maker for UGA because he can make tremendous contested catches. And the thing about Jake Fromm is he only throws the ball like 15 times a game, and his radius or his range is like 15 to 20 yards. It's not like Jacob Eason, where Jacob Eason has pretty much unlimited range for the college game. He has a bigger arm, but Fromm's footwork is pretty good. Jake Fromm is very accurate at putting it on the back shoulder. That's UGA's favorite thing. They got touchdown today with Hardman, and I just love how Chaney and Kirby Smart condense what they practice. And they're the best team, I think, in the country at doing back shoulder plays. They know how to land in bounds with their back hitting the ground conveniently in bounds. That's what happened with Hardman today when he caught that touchdown. And just looking at UGA, you can't run on them. The only way you can move the football on them, I mean, Hayden Hurst had some creative wheel routes today from Jake Bentley, but what you got to do to really score on them is you probably have to go after their corners, and you have to throw back shoulder balls the entire game like Deshaun Watson. Like today, Brian Edwards and Hayden Hurst had a couple of plays during the game where they were able to come back, and the ball was purposely thrown shorter so they were able to come back. And then you got to just try to milk the clock. You got to try to have a really clean pocket. And Jake Bentley, I was very impressed with him in a loss. I was impressed with Will Muschamp. Your defense can definitely hang. Like, that's the thing about Bama and Georgia in the SEC title game, that the scoring isn't going to be very high. It's going to be a very low scoring, especially in the first half. But, both Alabama and Georgia, I think they're the best teams in football because their defense is just elite. Now, can Baker Mayfield put a scare into Georgia's defense? Maybe he can. Let me think who else. Could Kelly Bryant and Clemson? Possibly. But Jalen Hurts, I doubt it. I doubt he's really going to hurt Georgia. Now, the Stidham game and Kerryon Johnson, I think that Kerryon's going to get stuffed. I saw Stidham really struggle at points of the LSU game. Today, even versus A&M, he's shaky. He can miss throws. That offensive line is susceptible. Clemson was able to bury Auburn. So I like UGA. And, Oklahoma, the one thing is, there's not a more complete team in the country than probably UGA and Alabama. And that SEC championship game, they're going to replay it for the national championship because, watching LSU and South Carolina today against these two teams, you can't run it on these guys. You can't throw it on these guys. It's the two best coaches in college football right now. I know that Dabo is a hell of a coach. I know Dabo and Urban Meyer have more impressive college resumes than Kirby Smart. But if I wanted to build a program, I would choose Georgia and Alabama for the next 10 years, because Kirby is going to keep doing it. I mean, he has LeCount, he has Gibbs coming in. Kirby's going to do this for a damn long time. He's going to be a Hall of Fame coach, knock on wood for good health and everything, and he continues to keep this up. But I mean, Kirby's going to be in this thing for a long, long time. So, UGA, what a win for the Georgia Bulldogs today. They are playing at an extremely high level. You can't do anything versus that defense. Even Will Muschamp at the end of the half milked the football. And it's going to be Georgia and Alabama in the title game. There's not a better defense in football. There's no more complete teams. Their offensive line, the three horses of Sony, of Nick Chubb, and DeAndre Swift, you just can't really beat this team. And then Alabama has their own horses of Harris, Scarborough, and Jacobs as well. So, all right, guys, we will see y'all